Hello, welcome to the Baylor Clarinet Studio. Today, I am going to talk about adjusting unbalanced reeds. A balanced reed is distinguished by its symmetry, even slope, and proper curvature from side to side. Unbalanced reeds are unresponsive reeds. The consequences of unevenness include a stuffy or fuzzy sound, squeaks, and difficult tonguing. I can offer some solutions to these issues. There are certain areas on the reed which are responsible for each register. Let us take a look at the chart I have just made. In the center area, we so call those a heart of a reed. You can see a dark shadow through the light. On the left side corner and the right side corner of the heart, that area, they are responsible for the low range of the clarinet, which is Shalimar register. Right above that, they are responsible for middle range of the clarinet. And right on the top of the reed, right, this area, they are responsible for high notes. If your high notes cannot play well, you need to do some adjustment. So-called adjustment means we are using sandpaper or reed knife or reed glass, which I prefer to sand down one particular side of the reed, make it thinner, because you can always work on the heavier side of reed to make it thinner in order to balance on the side. And I would never ever touch, first of all, the heart of reed. If you sand those places down, there's no more backbones of reed. The reed becomes very, very soft. And also, as well as the edge around the reed, the tip, the left side, right side, make sure don't touch it. If you adjust those areas too much, you will get a very squeaky reed. It becomes very, very soft. This is the basic the areas you need to adjust on a reed. After you figure out what's the problem, where is the problem on that particular reed. The next step is to find out where the problem is on the unbalanced reed. In other words, you need to discover which side and register of the reed is heavier than the other. Test the low register first. Tilt the clarinet to the left side and play on the side of the reed and the mouthpiece with very loose embouchure and low pressure on low E. Now repeat the same step with the right side. Feel which side is more resistant. The side with more resistance may need some work with a reed glass or reed knife or sandpaper. For this case, I think the left side is slightly lighter than the right side. I will demonstrate this simple adjustment at the end of this video. Next, test the middle register by playing open G. Well, repeat the steps mentioned above. Left side first. Right side. The result tells me that the right side of the reed is still a little bit too heavy. In the same way, test the high register by playing high C using these steps. Can you tell my right side of the reed is a little bit too heavy? So remember, after you fix the low register, and then you test playing the middle register, fix it again, and then try the high register. Normally, if you fix the lower register, the high register will have less problem, or there's going to be no problem at all. Next step, let me show you how to adjust reed itself with tools. After you find out what's wrong with your reed, where the reed needs to be fixed, it's time to adjust your reed with the right tools. What I do is you need to have a piece of pencil, a cup of water, and a reed glass. This is a special kind of reed glass I have designed for my students. If you touch it, it feels like very fine sandpaper on one side and then very rough one on the other side. You can polish the reed and you can do whatever you want with that. And also the four corners of that reed glass, they are the same curve as every single reed, from E flat to contrabass or to baritone saxophone reeds, you name it. If you try to fix the tip of the reed, you just need it against the corner and then start to working with it. This little marble is the key. If you feel it, it's just like a little sandpaper, but it's rounded and you can pinpoint anywhere on a reed to work on it. Just only one spot rather than you take the whole thing off. I don't really use reed knife or sandpaper. Reed knife, they're not safe, and when you travel a lot, probably they won't let you to have that item as a carry-on, and they're not safe. It's not safe. It's very easy to cut yourself. Sandpaper for me is kind of yucky. They are very dirty, and I don't want to polish the reed and put that reed on my mouth, in my mouth right away. So that reed glass is like a permanent sandpaper / working station because it's absolutely flat surface. So first of all, after you look at that reed through the light, you will see what I do. Because we have a zoom in camera, and after you look at it, that's how the heart of the reed I have. That's the shape, just like the chart I made. And I realize this reed on the right side corner a little bit heavier. Because remember when I play low E, there's a little bit more resistance. So what I do is make sure take the marble, I always make sure the marble is wet. And then you just aiming for that little dark spot I marked it with my pencil. Gently rub it. When you see the mark is gone, that means you fixed the bottom part of the register on your clarinet. And then you test playing again. And after that, you try, for example, you fixed it, and then the middle register is still a little bit too heavy. You figure it out, it's just right that area. And then again, make sure the marble is wet. You gently rub it through it. You can always take off that little by little, because you can always take things off, but you cannot put anything back on if you overdo it. From my experience is when you fix the reed, don't try to fix it, make it perfect, unless you have a performance in 2 minutes. You can just adjust little by little every day. As long as you feel they are getting better every day, that's fine. That's one of the ways to break in reeds gradually. Again, if you feel like your high notes still have some problem, you can try either this side or this side of the reed. You can do the same thing. Remember, never ever touch the very edge of the reed, the tip, edge, the very, very tip and edge of the reed. And you need to adjust reed from bottom to the top, not another way around. That is all about reed adjustment I normally do. Thank you for watching and having fun with that reed glass. If you're looking for one, please contact me via my email address you can find from the Baylor University. My name Jun_Qian @baylor.edu. Thank you for watching.